Hi, I'm Anissa, and welcome to my garden. So today I'm going to take you along as I clean up and replant my tower garden. I have a Greenstalk tower garden that I really love, despite its current condition. I just kind of got too busy with the main garden, and the tower garden kind of went to the wayside. It did really well for me in the spring. I grew all my lettuces in there and some herbs, but after I moved to the main garden and kind of putting that together and getting all that situated, I just kind of ran out of time and energy, quite honestly, to give to my tower garden. So I'm ready to bring it back to its glory, and I'm going to use it for the same purpose as I did in early spring, which is for my lettuces. And it's right by my back door, so I can just go out, snap a couple pieces and use it for a salad or what have you. So it's really convenient and a great way to grow food vertically and save space. So let me show you what it looks like. Okay, don't judge me, okay? Here it is. It's completely deconstructed, because we kind of took it down and moved it off to the side because at one point it was looking like really, really bad. So what we have here is some chard. Let me show you how resilient chard is. This has been growing since the spring, and it's still kicking. Even this kale, I mean, it's been eaten up by caterpillars here and there, but it is still growing. So this is why I love growing kale and I love growing chard. They're pretty bulletproof, really. And look, this is another kind of kale. This is a dinosaur kale. Obviously not in its best state, but that's because it's completely neglected and it's still, trying to make a way. In this garden, layer of the garden as well, I had my strawberries that are still looking pretty good. Again, this has been completely neglected, and the strawberries look pretty good. So I'm going to keep these in here because strawberries are perennials, so I'm just gonna give it some more fertilizer and keep those, let them die back, and fill the other pockets with new stuff. I'll probably end up pulling this stuff as well and just start with something fresh. My poor pineapple sage got fried up. And look, another kale over there, and garbage that my son was supposed to put in the bin and put on the side of the house. So let me handle that. So I'm gonna start by grabbing each layer, clearing it out. Get it in frame, sorry. I'm gonna start by clearing out each layer of any plants that are wanted. I'm gonna be washing out these trays because these need to be clear of debris so that the water can get through. This is how the water drips to each layer, so I'm going to make sure I clean these really well. And then I'm going to amend each layer with compost and worm castings and not fertilizer, because I amend the whole with fertilizer before I plant. Here's some celery that just never took off, but it's hanging in there. It's clearly not going to survive frost. So I don't know what to do with this. No point in leaving it, but such a shame because I bet if I replanted it in the main bed, it would probably do much better. But it doesn't take, I don't think, is it a frost hardy vegetable? I know it's not frost hardy, but does it do well in cooler temperatures? I'm gonna have to check that. I don't know, I'll save it, I'll put it to the side. And then these are just from store-bought green onions, the scraps. my favorite thing to throw around the garden. You buy them, they're like $1, and you get like 5 or 6, maybe 4 or 5 in the package, and I just plant them and they just do really beautifully. I haven't cut them in a while, but you can obviously continue to cut and they come again. Okay, all done with cleaning them out. They look good. I cleared out everything except a few things I'm going to keep, which were the green onions and a few strawberries. Now I'm going to clean off these saucers with some hose water. There's like egg sacs and dirt and debris. So I'm going to clean those out. I'm going to top these off with a little compost and worm casting and then put it back together to start planting. Re-moisten them because they are dry as the Sahara. And then I'll top them off with some compost. And then once everything is in, I will give it a deep watering. Looking good, looking better. They're all topped off with some black cow compost. And now I just have to put it back together and drop my seeds. Okay, it is completely put together. I decided that I'm just going to drop seeds in here instead of putting it in my transplants. I'll just use the transplants that I have in my arrow garden and put them in the garden, out in the regular garden. For this, I'm just going to start a bunch of lettuce seeds. Lettuce grows fairly quickly, and yeah, it wasn't too bad. It looked worse than what it really was.